All right, you guys, so in this video, we're gonna go over 3 stretches that can be really helpful for maintaining some of that hip and low back flexibility. This can be great to avoid sacral pain or joint dysfunction. Can also be used if you're already having some asymmetries or joint dysfunction. They're 3 of our favorites that we give out for home programs all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these with you, walk you through the breathing and all of that, at least on one side of the body. So for the figure 4 stretch, you're gonna lay on your back with your knees bent. You're gonna cross one foot over the opposite knee. If this is already a stretch, by all means stay here. You can also back up the lower leg and add a little stretch. Just want this knee to drop and just relax. So you just take nice deep breaths into your belly, help open across through your hips, thinking about sinking and melting. If this is not much of a stretch, reach through the little hole, grab behind the back of your other knee, let that foot relax, and now you're just going to sink, breathe, melt. You want to take a minimum of 5 deep breaths here. You really want to just let everything settle. You're breathing into that low belly area, kind of expanding. Maybe if we've taught you reverse Kegels, you're just really breathing nice and fully into that whole pelvic abdominal area. This hip's relaxing, opening through here, knee dropping out. Get a pillow if you need your head and neck to relax. We wouldn't want you to be straining or lifting awkwardly. Just make sure your head and neck and shoulders can settle. Our approach to stretching is a little differently. I want you to hold here at least 30 to 60 seconds of deep breaths to just settle and melt. Then you can obviously switch sides, same thing. The second stretch is often known as either prone on elbows, up dog, cobra, if you're in yoga, so I'm going to demonstrate that for you. You're going to want to lay on your stomach. You can be on your elbows. Usually I have to start here. My back can get tight, and you're just going to let your belly and your abs and ribs sink towards the mat or floor. I often will let my head sort of turtle between my shoulders. Like you can let your shoulders sag a little bit to really relax. And if this is tight, I just breathe and sink and really just let things open up. A lot of times there's residual stuck energy in our core, especially following a workout or something stressful. So you might have heard me talk about thawing, and this is often an area where like our core might just need to release that energy. So if you ever notice any kind of shaking, that's actually really amazing. Your body's releasing stuck energy. Just let it quiver or shake a little bit, and then go back to your sinking and melting. Just really letting those hips and belly and ribs settle down towards that mat. If you're needing a little bit more, you can treat it more like cobra or up dog, gently pressing. What we don't want is for you to just press up and really jam and compress this area. We want length. So we kind of want to think about that hammock or arc. You can even pull with the elbows a little bit, and hopefully you can see how that elongates my back and decompresses my back. We don't want to just lift up and jam. So make sure you're being mindful of that. Be gentle with your back. Let everything, we're focusing on mobility, we're focusing on breath, we're focusing on relaxing. And last but not least, my all-time favorite, not too often that I go into a workout without doing scorpions first. It's gonna be a really great stretch from your ribs all the way down through your knee, and can help really keep some even and better mobility for rotation. Listen to your body. You're gonna lay down, arms out. So I'm looking to the right, so I'm gonna take my right leg up and over. So you want to keep your arms relaxed, but they don't have to stay rigid. Just relax. Right about here is a stretch for me. So now I'm going to just let my knee and my foot sink towards the floor. They touch down. Now I'm just breathing. All this is opening. Sometimes I get an IT band stretch, sometimes I get a QL stretch, sometimes I get a psoas and quad stretch. Just depends on what workouts I've done that week and where I'm tight. But it's a nice rotation. Just let that foot drop back, breathe, and sink into the floor. Obviously, to go the other way, I'm now going to look left, bring my left leg up and over. Same thing, it wants to stop right about there. So now I'm just going to melt down towards the floor, letting everything soften and melt into the floor. I'm going to take those nice and slow to start with, doing several on each side. The great thing about Scorpion is it can really show you where some of those asymmetries are. You can spend a little extra time on the tighter side. prevent that torque from pulling on that sacral joint that we're trying to protect. Good luck. Let us know which one was your favorite.